This is a very proud and historic moment for William Paterson University as we dedicate the largest solar panel facility on a university campus in the United States.
A lot of people don't know that William Paterson's sport teams are known as the pioneers. So it's pretty cool seeing as we're pioneering the way of technology, implementing all the new solar panels and things on university campus.
I've noticed a lot of physical changes on the campus, the first being the solar panels. When I was a freshman here, we didn't have anything like that, and then pulling up sophomore year to see these big things in the parking lot. It's a little intimidating at first, but then you get the emails and everything, you find out what they're actually doing to help cut down costs, actually helping with the parking lot and your car and everything. It's really great.
We started our energy conservation program sometime in 2002, and the goal was to save on energy, because saving energy directly relates to the amount of money you're going to save, and that ultimately will be helping the students.
I really think William Paterson's doing a really good job with this, especially with things such as the solar panels, things to reduce costs but not decrease our academic value while here at the school.
William Paterson University of New Jersey is a charter member of the American College and University President's Climate Commitment, and we agree to make all efforts possible to move towards climate or carbon neutrality. The solar project was an important part of that, but also we have our ARA grant that will fund a smart buildings project and increase our efficiency and reduce our energy usage.
To give an example, in 2002, our usage was 34 million kilowatt hours in 2002. With all the expansion we have, today is 28 million kilowatt hours.
We put in induction lighting, and that has, again, the lighting is so much more efficient. We've had occupancy sensors, we've made rigorous use of energy management systems, and all of these things are moving us in the right direction.
As a William Paterson communication student, I'm constantly around new technology, so it's really great to see how William Paterson tries to use all this new technology in a good way.
I think people are realizing, the institutions are realizing the importance of the greenhouse gas reduction to making this environment cleaner, not to depend on foreign oil. And I think all together has an impact on by installing this solar energy, and I think that message is so clear now that, and also the state and the federal governments are also encouraging institutions, whether it's a non-profit organization or for-profit, to take advantage of the tax credit or incentives and all that.
I think that the single biggest obstacle to this whole project was actually within our own minds. It was coming to the understanding that we could actually do the project. The technology was already there and moving along. We had not that many good companies that were in the business, but certainly Sundurans and Nautilus knew what was going on. But we had to be able to convince ourselves that we could have very large arrays and do it at a price that would not increase our operating costs.
One of the things to understand, regardless of the overall project cost, and it is of course proportionate to the size of the project, what really matters is at the end of it, the power that the system is producing is available for the university at a cost that's lower than what the public utility would charge. And that's where the cost savings comes in.
For the university, the cost is free. It costs us absolutely nothing. In fact, we'll end up saving money. The moment that electricity started to flow, we were saving money. And over the 15-year agreement, we anticipate saving at least $4 million.
Well, we wanted to maximize the solar energy, and since we had such an open space, we wanted to utilize that. The roof installations were good, but when we did the feasibility study, we found out that the maximum we can get out of our roof was about 1 megawatt. It was something new to have the solar trees constructed on our parking lots, how they will look, how people will react to it. And I think that was the biggest concern with the administration.
The parking lots actually, there's a couple of reasons to put it over parking lots. One of the benefits that we actually get from it is it provides some kind of weather protection for the automobiles and students that park underneath it. But also, that's probably where we have our largest open space where we can put in a very large array.
It helps cut down with the heat inside the car. It helps reflect the sun. Also with snow and rain, because I know a lot of people, they forget to bring their snow shovels, you can't wipe off the car, and it helps tremendously if you're trying to go somewhere really fast and you don't want to clean your car.
There are a lot of, again, as we said, challenging days on the project. One of the days that really brought this home to us, and really what you touched, or get some positive feedback. During freshman orientation, towards the end of summer, we were wrapping up the construction in lot number 5. And we could see the incoming freshman class and their parents in the parking lot stopping, taking pictures and asking questions. As you can see the looks on their faces, that they were excited to see that the solar project was taking place and that the university of their choice, William Paterson, was going to have something like this at the campus. It was neat to see the smiling faces and to get that kind of feedback.
The installation, first of all, is a very big one. We're really proud of it. It's the biggest solar installation in New Jersey.
Some of the details of the project, it's a approximately 3 megawatt project in total size. One of the interesting things, and 3 megawatts of power may not mean a lot to many people, the total number of panels installed are 11,843. You look at that in square footage, it's 210,000 square feet, or roughly 4.8 acres. That's area covered with solar panels, so it's pretty significant, and that's something that kind of brings it home.
I think if I look into and I look all around us, whether it is state institutions or private institutions, I really believe that we are number 1 right now. And I think we want to maintain our number 1 stature.
This project is very important to us. It's going to enable us to lower our energy costs significantly, leading to a savings of approximately $4.3 million over the next 15 years, while also reducing our carbon footprint by providing 15 to 20% of the entire energy needs of the campus, serving 11,000 students. Perhaps more importantly, this solar facility is a dramatic and visible sign of this institution's commitment to the environment and to clean energy in particular.
I think you're looking at the future. A greener, cleaner, independent energy future looks very much like the solar panels behind us. And in my mind, it's a beautiful sight indeed.
One of the most unique aspects of this project is that these efficiencies will not simply accrue unnoticed. William Paterson will display in real time in their science building the amount of energy being produced by the solar panels and how much is being saved. The university-wide science project will not only improve the campus's energy efficiency, but also teach students and visitors about the real-world impact that clean energy technologies can have in our country.
It's a giant leap into the future for the university and for all of us in New Jersey. In 2004, there were only 6 solar installations in our entire state. Now, we're second only to California in solar electricity production, with more than 6,800 projects statewide and a combined capacity of over 200 megawatts. 2, 3, go!
Phase 1 was over portions of 5 parking lots. The one that we see behind us is among the smallest of the parking lots that are covered, but we also have it on 4 roofs. It's pretty extensive, and that brings us just under 3 megawatts of power. That's a lot. We had been expecting to put additional panels over lot number 2 for another maybe half megawatt. However, because we are still in construction in the science building, instead we have offered to our partners to put them on the roofs of Valley Road, both of the science buildings, east and west, and on Hobart Hall, and that should make up the difference. One of the very happy things of entering into it the way that we did, but by power purchase agreement, a PPA, in that we don't actually own the panels at all. It's a third party who came in, they upfronted the money to do the complete installation, and they continue to own them, along with owning the responsibility of providing all the maintenance to them. The installers actually have come back a couple of times just to check the equipment to make sure everything is operating okay, to make sure that the stands and the hardware are wearing correctly, and they've made any adjustments that they've needed to. In the 10 months that they've been operating so far, we have generated 3 million kilowatt hours, and because we're buying the electricity at a discount, that's saved us more than $125,000, which is very nice. It's very encouraging.